yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
Jackson on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Mizair Jones there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson able to connect with Barrios. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They pitch out to Foster. The Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Scarborough. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. There's Scarborough on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Foster on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Foster. Again, he finds an opening. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Again, this is Foster. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I can't say that I was really in love with the play call there. A draw in that situation, I know it's a risk-reward call. If it works, he walks in. But otherwise, you're bringing up a really tough fourth down situation.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Gone! All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch it now, Barney!
They run. This is Scarborough. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Gun now on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 20. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Malone. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Yeah, baby.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now another timeout here called by the Titans as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll hand off to Foster. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch it now, Barney!
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch it now, Barney!
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Titans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit! Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Switch! Switch! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On the run, it's Foster. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like?
In all your preparation for the game, you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gun! Hot! Watch it now, Barney. Hot!
On 2nd down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Foster. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
3 down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Set! 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll set up a throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
4 down. Watch 42. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Mike 51.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got... They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now Foster on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Gun!
Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give left side, Foster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll go again with Foster. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a toss left to Foster. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. 1st and goal, Foster. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Titans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take